Ugh. So I stopped making YouTube videos like 5 or 6 months ago. This is the longest break I've ever taken since my YouTube channel began back when I was like 19. I'm 23 now. I had my birthday in that period of time that I was gone. And I've come back because my life is boring. For those of you that are actually actively involved in my life, that's not your fault. I love you and I appreciate you. My life is boring because I don't do much. When I had YouTube, my mind was flourishing with ideas. And there's one big idea that's bringing me back. And that is to document myself going from the ground up back to astral projection. Astral projection, the ability itself is very similar to a muscle. Your ability to perform with it or to perform it is weakened if you do not exercise it. Along with not practicing, I really lost myself. After my last video, I had something happen to me socially that really, really hurt. And I realized I didn't like who I was projecting myself to be. And so what I did is I took away every mode of expression that I had, especially my social media. And I put it all away with no intention of touching it for a very long time. This was so I could really heal and navigate and do things without feeling like anyone was judging me, because I was already judging myself incredibly hard. And because of this judgment, I sought approval from those around me, and I entered a very materialistic stage of my life. It wasn't very fun, but I'd never given myself that experience. I talked, I thought, I acted, and I became, for moments of time, someone who I wasn't really the happiest to be. But I'm very grateful that I did that, because now I know that that's not for me. But in this time, that fantasy like spiritual quality left me. That part of my life that always, left me in a state of awe when I would think back to these astral projections where, the moon and sky would be changing colors, or I'd be meeting and seeing beings that don't make sense. Learning things that just I lost all of that because I decided to live in a way that I thought others would approve of, because I'm not going to say no names, but I didn't get the approval of someone who I really sought approval from. And I realized that I just need to approve of myself. I just need to live up to my standards. And so in this period of time, I did continue my spiritual practices in a different way. I purified my temple. One of the things that I have thought about doing for a while is writing a book. It will be called Permanent Peace. I already have a draft of it on my computer, but it is a very primitive draft to what I want it to be, a very unrefined version of it. And one of the things that needed heavy refinement, in my opinion, was the health aspect, because it is something that is, in my opinion, incredibly overlooked when it comes to spirituality. I don't think people understand just how much a healthy, clean, calm body can elevate your ability to do anything when it comes to the spiritual realm. And I'm pretty extreme when it comes to health. I've done things such as Shivambu, which you hear that and you're like, ooh, that sounds kind of cool. It just means drinking your pee. I said that, one, to shock you, but two, to also show you the extremes that I will go in testing things out for my health. I'm vegan. I've tried things such as the alkaline diet. I've tried different modes of mucusless diet. I've done parasite cleanses. I've done enemas. Still am doing enemas. And so with this goal of documenting myself from the ground up, I want to go on tangents to show you guys things that I'm doing outside of just, meditative mental techniques to help me get out of my body, but showing how eating and fasting actually aid in making this transition for myself, reconditioning myself back into an astral projection state so much easier, and performing the techniques so much easier. It's something that I've dabbled a little bit before on YouTube, and I don't really see anyone cover on YouTube, which is concerning because it plays a decent role, in my opinion, especially in the quality and in the consistency of your ability to perform said things, such as astral projection. I miss just feeling so full of life, like I'm living life to the fullest. And so yeah, that's my big idea. And I'm gonna hold myself accountable to at least one video a week of updating what's been going on. If I want to, I can, post raw, unedited, just experiences, like, my crazy bedhead. You guys have seen it before, where I just come out and I'm like, yo, that was nuts. But I would like a video with some type of effort coming out of me. Pause. I just think it'd be cool to feel cool again, in my eyes. I want to be great, but in my eyes. I want to give people this gift. I won't teach it right now. I simply won't. I refuse to, because I'm just not good enough. I'll probably misguide you right now, being honest. I think I'm going to open up my website again. So if you have any questions, anything like that, you can reach out to me there. I am going through a phase of life where I'm trying to save as much money and use my money appropriately for traveling. I'm going to be moving out of this apartment, which I've seen so many good and bad times, and mainly good ones though. But I'm going to be leaving, and so if you want to help fund my move, and also get some questions and advice done when it comes to spiritual life, I love you guys. Peace.